hit y'all with some crazy, not even no news, man. A lot of people ask me about two people, that's running the drill culture. Well, who used to run the drill culture? That goes by the name of King Von and FBG Wooski. We gonna hop right into it right when we get a couple people on this thing. But until then, like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notifications. Uh, we appreciate each and every last one of y'all. If you want to donate, that's the heart with the dollar sign in the middle of it. So just press it and you'll have options, man. What's goody? What's good? Friday night. Everybody want to know, about these guys' beef. People want to know how deep their beef was, bro. I'm gonna tell you, when King Von and FBG Wooski was beefing, that really scared Chicago. The murder rate went up drastically. A lot of people was talking about like gang enhancements. Neighborhoods was divided quick. People ain't want to be from that side. People ain't want to be from that side. It just made the BDs and the GDs split up real quick. And a lot of people be asking me like, Clout, you know, why would that happen? It all started when Tuka died. Like, we're not saying that these guys created the war because we already know who sparked the war back up. The war been going on for years. The BDs and the GDs been beefing, since me and you was kids, basically. I'm 30 years old, so I don't know how old the viewers is, but around the time I was a kid, they was beefing, but it was the OGs. It's a new generation. When Lil JoJo, rest in peace, when he made that BDK song, it sparked the war completely out of hand. Like, these ain't grown fellas killing grown fellas anymore. These are kids killing kids, bro. These are kids with guns killing, other kids with guns. It's just real crazy, man. And people ask me like, man, what did Wooski have to do with this? What did King Von have to do with this? First off, King Von had like 6 murder charges that he beat. 6 murder charges. Wooski name was always brought up in murders. People said that he did this, he did that. A lot of people label Wooski king of the ops, bro. King op Wooski, basically. You know, uh, it's cryptic messages between him and King Von. Both of these guys just on there saying, betting each other who gonna pass first. These guys are threatening each other, asking for locations and stuff like that. It was just real wild. Uh, when these two guys, well, when King Von was alive, Wooski's still alive. He did take a headshot at a funeral some years back, but Wooski been doing good, man. Wooski been doing interviews. He been on the, he got NBA YoungBoy looking into him. I thought NBA YoungBoy would have signed this guy. That would have been a real good look, because it was rumors saying that these two were supposed to perform in Chicago, Illinois at like a big show. I don't know if this was the Bud Billiken parade or what, but it was a big show that was supposed to go down out there. And, Wooski and NBA YoungBoy was supposed to perform because NBA YoungBoy co-signed Wooski. He co-signed what that guy said, in Chicago was shocked, like, damn, bro. Do you think, NBA YoungBoy about to sign this guy or something, And that had a lot to do with his beef with Lil Durk, because NBA YoungBoy is beefing with Lil Durk because of the whole King Von situation. Quando Rondo and Lil Tim is NBA YoungBoy's artists, and these are the guys who basically, murdered King Von in cold blood. So Dirk been dissing NBA YoungBoy, NBA YoungBoy been dissing Dirk. It's just a lot of stuff, a lot of crazy stuff going on. But as far as Wooski and King Von beef, they beef scared the city. A lot of innocent people passed away. A lot of people from both sides passed away. You know, these the type of guys who can just give an order, you know, and something can get done. You know, King Von, he didn't like to give orders. He liked to do it himself. King Von wanted to go out there in the field by himself, make a mess. You know, him and another guy that goes by the name of T. Roy, they call him and King Von evil twins. You know, it was rumors speculating that these two had murdered K.I., the female, Jakira Barnes, the female assassin. You know, it's just a lot of crazy stuff that went on. You know, we know King Von has passed away. Like I said, Wooski is still alive. He's still kind of recovering because, like I said, the guy took a headshot. You know, he's still doing interviews. He dropping music. You know, he going crazy. You know, but that beef with him and Wooski, that was a very, very, very dangerous time of the year. You couldn't walk to the stove. You couldn't go get a honey bun and a bag of chips. You know, that was over with. Them days was gone. You know, you can't have a family barbecue. You can't stand outside. You know, have a couple drinks with the fellas. You know, Chicago was a war zone. You know, it was worse than Iraq. You know how people get sent, you know, from the United States over to Iraq and stuff to go fight. It was worse than that. At least them guys stuck together and they had a team. You know, what made it worse in Chicago was these people was black, just like they was. This was, you know, black on black crime. You know, this was black on black crime, bro. And a lot of people ask me about that too. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about this because, like I said, it's a lot of enhancements that was going on. You know, King Von was that dude. FBG Wooski was that dude. You know, it's just sad to it's just sad to see this, you know, go down like that because I feel like King Von had a lot of influence. He had a lot of potential. You know, a lot of people wanted to be just like him. A lot of people looked up to him. He had the kids running around. You know, I took it to the O type deal. You know, when that boy came out, he was burning hot. I damn near forgot about Lil Durk when King Von came out. Because I felt like King Von was kind of better than Lil Durk. He was way more versatile. You know, his swag was damn near kind of better than his. And, you know, he had the whole rap book. He had the whole rap sheet. You know, all these murder charges this young man beat. You know, people look at that and they praised King Von. They looked at King Von like some type of god, some type of demigod or something. You know, it's bad enough you get one murder charge and you fight for your life, but when you got multiple charges and you beating all these charges, that's wicked, bro. And I know if Von was still here today, Von will have some real, real dope music out. Wooski, he back in the studio. He just posted a video with him in the studio. He was going nuts, you know, dropping a new song. Uh, if Wooski stayed consistent, if this guy stayed consistent and dropped music, keep dropping music, you know, Wooski would be damn near bigger than Dirk because that guy got millions of fans. And, you know, the first thing that you type up in Chicago search engine, his name pop up. You know, like I said, they call him King of the Ops, Mister, Mister, Mister Op City. Basically, this guy said, you know, he is King Op, and if y'all don't know what King Op mean, that means that he has a lot of enemies that's looking for him over stuff that happened in the past. We don't know what happened, but I know it's a lot of people that's looking for this guy. You know, Wooski, he been going nuts though. You know, he been doing videos with his girl. They just did an interview with DJ University TV. I guess Wooski walked out of that interview because I guess DJ University was asking a lot of police questions or something like that. It was just a lot of crazy stuff going on. But that was an important interview. If you feel like you can get up and walk out of an interview like that, that means you got a lot of clout. You got a lot of fame. I mean, it's people that's beating down your door to try to get an interview with you. Me personally, I couldn't walk out no interview like that. I couldn't do it. You know, but he asked him a weird question. He asked him was he subscribed to Mama Duck's OnlyFans? Shout out Mama Duck. Rest in peace, LBG Duck. But it was just a weird question. And he looking like, why would I subscribe to that? That's my homie. That's my deceased homie's mother. You know, I don't know if this was staged. I don't know if this was planned to look like this. But it looked kind of authentic, but then again, it looked like it was kind of staged, like they talked about it before it happened. I don't know. DJ University be doing kind of stuff like that, but shout out DJU. Like I said, we big fans. We ain't gonna just tarnish the guy's work, but it's he known for doing this. Just like people were saying about the Charleston White situation, they said that was staged. You know. He said that it wasn't, but who knows? The last thing I seen from Wooski and Vaughn though, it was an argument. They was arguing about who gonna last the longest. They was arguing about who's gonna last the longest, and after King Von passed away, Wooski posted up that argument. The same day he posted a screenshot of that argument that they had a long time ago. And people said that they was trying to say that Woo Wop was bogus for that, let the man rest in peace. But Wooski said if he would have passed away, King Von would have did the same thing. You got to think about it. King Von ain't have no type of heart, no type of remorse. He loved his kids and his family and his homeboys, but for the ops, he didn't give second chances. So when Wooski said, if he would have passed away and King Von was on the other foot, King Von would have posted that. I believe him, because that's the type of guy King Von, was. Let Wooski had passed away before King Von passed away. King Von would have ripped that guy apart in so many different ways. Because these two hated each other. And Wooski's blood brother, Old Block Big Mike, snitched on King Von. They had a case together. That's weird, right? How the heck is Wooski a GD and his brother a BD hanging in O Block and they beefing with O Block? And this is his blood brother. Same mom, same dad. You would have thought that they would have been on the same team, But it's just a lot of stuff that go down in Chicago. A lot of stuff. People always ask me them questions though. Wooski better drop some dope music. If Wooski drops some dope music, he'll have. I'm telling you, his computers remix that this song is at 30 million views, probably 31 million views by now. You know, Wooski got it. If you doing all these interviews with Status Update, shout out Status Update. DJU, you can't say, Wooski don't like to be on the internet. Wooski don't like to be seen. I mean, he doing interviews, and them interviews is getting thousands and millions of views. I feel like I said, if you get on your music, bro, you already got computers. That computer's remix, like I said, that's at 31 million views, bro. Imagine if you drop the next big hit. I feel like he should have took off with that, because when Duck hit like what 15 million on Slide or something like that, they automatically picked him up. He was receiving phone calls. People wanted to work with this guy. So I don't know if Wooski got offered any deals. I don't know if any deals was through his way or anything like that. I don't know, but that's kind of hard to believe that there wasn't any record deals thrown his way. You got to think about it. Like I said, computers at 31 million views, and that wasn't even a high profile song. That was actually a diss record. Wooski dissed a lot of people in that song, bro. He dissed a lot of deceased people. He dissed a lot of people who's here now. Wooski just went crazy on everybody, bro. But one thing I can say about Woo, he's still alive. And he still got a chance to make a difference. He got a chance that, King Von ain't got. That's what I be telling people. They be just thinking everything like a game or something. When you pass away from this here lifetime, bro, this ain't Dragon Ball Z. And I say that all the time. This not Dragon Ball Z. You can't collect all the seven Dragon Balls and wish yourself back. You can't do that. Now this is real life, and I feel like people should cherish their life. You gotta cherish what you got, bro. For real. You gotta cherish what you got. Cause I see so many people that throw their life away. You know, like King Von, it wasn't about the money, the fame. He had the charges. It was like he just couldn't sit down. Von had to prove himself. Rest in peace to King Von. We ain't here to down him or nothing like that because I like his music. I think he was dope. But I'm just saying, all that talent, all that money. This guy had kids. Now he was dating Asian doll. She a celebrity just like him. You know, when I think about that night when he went to go fight Quando and them at that hookah lounge, I think that was in Atlanta. That was one of the craziest nights I ever heard of. Because I thought King Bob was going to be big, big. He was already big, big. I'm thinking we going to see King Von acting alongside Denzel and shit. But unfortunately, we lost him. You know, all that talent gone. And there's a lot of other rappers from his neighborhood that's trying to mimic his flow. Like I feel like Muna Duke sound like King Von. I feel like Muna Man sound like King Von. I feel like it's a lot of them. Even in some of Lil Durk's music, Lil Durk sound like King Von. It's just a lot of stuff going on, man. Rest in peace to Duck. Rest in peace to King Von, Tuka, Sharad, Odie, Lil Steve, Muggy, Marty. Zach TV, so many, the list just goes on, and that's sad that we gotta say that to our brothers. And I don't care what side you on. You could be Aladdin King, and trust me, I know some black Aladdin Kings. You could be Aladdin King, it's still all love, as long as you one of the brothers. Honestly, we don't like to see nobody get hurt. We honestly want to see everybody get along and get this bread. 'Cause there's enough out there for everybody. The younger generation, they mimicking what the older guys do. Like everybody say, who is these new guys? Like new people like Moonamon, Big Wani, people like that. Those was the shorties when, we was out there wild as hell, going crazy, living like Larry. Those was the young guys that are asking us for $1. You give them $1, or they annoying you, tell them watch out. Those was them little guys, and they seen everything we did, and they following the recipe. And these youngins is more dangerous than you know us. This 2023, bro. These guys is doing stuff in broad daylight. They coming in your house, all type of stuff. Y'all hit that like button, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, man. That's why. That's why Cloud TV try to, keep updating content. Now I ain't been going live like that. I think the last time I went live was probably last week. That's why I had to give y'all one tonight, so we can chop it up. But them two guys, Wooski and Big Wani, really had the city on fire, man. It's a lot of people who did. Lil JoJo had the city on fire. FBG Duck had the city on fire. Uh, King Von, Wooski, just so many people, bro. So many. It's a lot of people out there. If I missed your name, don't feel offended. Because a lot of people out there, man. And what the hell happened to Rico Reckless? Who have anybody seen Rico Reckless? Because I used to think Rico Reckless was one of the hardest people in Chicago as well, until he started dissing FBG Duck. I liked it Rico Reckless when he was with Duck and them and STL. I thought he actually went hard. A lot of people say that his raps be annoying because he be screaming and stuff, but I feel like Rico, like that first Wolves, that mixtape he dropped, I think it was Rico Don't Shoot or something like that. That went crazy, bro. And then I seen him, go to school. He pulled the pipe. He was pulling the pipe out on the teacher, like he was about to blow the teacher down if they said something. I'm like, this guy, he kind of go nuts. But then, he started dissing Doug. He started going on STL, saying he was, no disrespect, smoking Tuka, rest in peace, Rico, that's crazy because this the same guy who was doing, shows with this guy. The same guy that was at this guy's house, you know, he was talking about Doug's brother. He made a Sly remix, that's his brother and everything, man. Like Rico Records was a renegade guy, bro. Like for real. Rico Records was really like a renegade type of dude, and it was pissing a lot of people off too, cause they like, damn, Records for real. He went on Vlad TV, did an interview, about Duck, and first it was starting off good, saying that he got love for him and this and that, that and this, but then he went on to say he was smoking brick, rest in peace to FBG Brick, and all this crazy nonsense, and Duck Duck responded. He said that he was like the Takashi of Chicago. He said, shit, Rico just mad. He said Rico ain't diss him until he got a record deal. And he said that he also dissed him, but he was out of town. So he basically saying Rico Ruckus waited for him to leave town to go diss him. That's crazy, bro. As I said, watch your, watch your, watch your me. Like for real, because Rico was really they homie, bro. Like on my soul, Rico was really damn near FBG, if you ask me, because he was with them dudes every day. You can go on the status update. He's a great blogger. He got lost interviews, well, lost videos with them, partying and doing shows together, cracking jokes, Rico Reckless freestyle, NBG Duck right there, King Yellow right there, Ewald Samo right there. It was like in the parking lot, I think, of a hotel or something. But them dudes was once friends, man, for real. And it's just sad to see, Rico Reckless say this about Duck. And Duck looked out for everybody. If you needed a place to sleep, he'll let you sleep on his floor. And Duck looked it out for everybody, bro. Like, seriously. Rest in peace. I had an interview lined up with a Chicago rapper, but we had to postpone it. Some stuff had happened. And hopefully we can get it done by tomorrow at some time, you know. But we had to, postpone it. You know how the rack is. Yeah, man. Like I said, a lot of people just was always asking me that about King Von, about Wooski. I wish they could have got did a song together. I wish stuff wasn't how it you know portrays to be. I wish these guys could have did a song together. You know how much money them two would have made. Do you know how much money that FBG Wooski and King Von would have made? Because that was his biggest op. FBG Duck wasn't his biggest op. He hated Wooski. He even put in songs. Wooski got shot right up in his top. All type of stuff. He made every song that he made was damn near about Wooski because that was the only name he was saying in the song. For real. It was only one song he made about FBG Duck, and that was that Took Her to the O. You know, and that was the song he dissed FBG Duck and his brother in. Matter of fact, that wasn't Took Her to the O. That was I'm trying to see what was that. I think it was. I think it was. I'm gonna have to go double check, but he talked about his sister Kayla B. He said he picked up a brick and merged it on brick. That song. Everybody knows what song that is, but yeah, man. They had the city on fire. Like I said, it was a lot of homicides. A lot of people was getting locked up. A lot of neighborhoods was getting divided because of this GD versus BD war. And everybody know that King Von was a BD. Everybody know that FBG Wooski was a GD. King Von was messing with O Block. Wooski, he was messing with his people, STL 63rd. So this was a real, real big beef, bro. And if you look at that in the past, how many murders and what was going on up there, it was a lot of stuff going on. Kids, they ain't even 17, not even 17 yet, get shot and killed due to gang violence, bro. People died at O Block and people died on St. Lawrence Street, 63rd. King Von was the guy who came out with that slogan, "We not from 63rd." That was playing all over the radios all around the world. he had people all around the world screaming that. So I don't know, like the impact of them two was just global. You know, Wooski a global phenomenon. When people talk about Chicago, the king of the ops, they talk about Wooski. King Von, he was definitely a global phenomenon because he beat a murder charge, got right out and shot up to stardom real quick. So both of these men is a part of the culture. If it wasn't for these two, we probably wouldn't even have the culture. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below about these two. Who is your favorite artist? Is Wooski or King Von? You know, was you did you come up in that era? You know what's going on. Donate to Cloud TV. Super thanks to video. You will have 4 different options to fit your budget. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notifications. If you want to donate, that's the heart with the dollar sign in the middle of it. So just press it and you'll have options, man. Uh, like I said, rest in peace to King Von. Shout out SBG Wooski, man. Let me know what y'all think in the description, in the comments. Hey, it's Cloud TV, and we out of this thing.